Hi friend, welcome to the MCA update. MCA issued notification on 4th March 2022 regarding Limited Liability Partnership Second Amendment Rules 2022, amending various provisions applicable on the LLP. Dear friend, we are discussing here clause-wise analysis of the amendment and quick review of the all amendment at one place. Let's start. MCA notification dated 4th March 2022 notified LLP Second Amendment Rule 2022, further amending the existing LLP Rule 2009. Even the date is notified in this notification, date will notify subsequently by the publication in the official gazette. Let's start the first amendment. In first amendment, Rule 11, Rule 1, second proviso, the word to word 5 shall be substituted. This means in proviso provided further that application for allotment of the DPIN shall not be made by more than 5 individuals in form Philip. Dear friend, this is the great step towards easing the procedure of appointing more than 2 designated partners not having DPIN or DIN, subject to a maximum of the 5 designated partners at the time of the incorporation itself. Earlier this is a two designated partner. Now this is the maximum up to 5 designated partner. This is the first amendment. Second amendment, in Rule 11, Sub-Rule 3, after the words and figure, Form 16, the following words shall be inserted and shall mention permanent account number and tax deduction account number issued by the income tax. Dear friend, as per amended provision, certificate of incorporation of the LLP shall be issued by the registrar in Form 16 and shall mention permanent account number and tax deduction account number issued by the income tax department like a company. This is the again an amazing step taken by the MCA. Until now, LLP were required to apply for PAN and TAN separately and was not included in the process of incorporation like in the case of the companies. Like in case of company where PAN and TAN application is part of the SPICE plus form. But after post this amendment, PAN and TAN shall be allotted to the LLP with the certificate of incorporation itself. This is the great move. Third amendment, Rule 19, Sub-Rule 4, the person making the application shall attach a copy of the incorporation certificate of the LLP or the company or the registration certificate of the entity as the case may be. Here by this amendment, requirement of attaching authority under which such person is making an application under Rule 19 is the taken down. Effect of this rule, in this rule, when you see the Rule 19, it is mentioned that a LLP already has a name similar resemblance with the LLP incorporated subsequently. Then in that case, existing LLP apply in Form 23 to the central government for the change of the name. In this amendment, there is no requirement of attaching the authority. Now this is only attaching copy of the incorporation certificate of the LLP or the company or registration certificate of the entity. Further, Rule 24, Sub-Rule 6, a statement of the account and solvency shall be signed on behalf of the LLP by the designated partners, where the corporate insolvency resolution process has been initiated against the LLP under the IBC or LLP Act 2008 has come under the liquidation under the SAD code. The SAD statement of the account and solvency may be signed on behalf of the LLP by interim resolution professional or resolution professional or liquidator or LLP administrator. Post to this amendment, in cases where CIRP has been initiated against an LLP, then the statement of account and solvency may be signed by interim resolution professional or the liquidator or limited liability partnership administrator. Next amendment, Rule 25, Sub-Rule 2, proviso shall be inserted, provided that where the corporate insolvency resolution process has been initiated against the LLP under IBC or LLP Act, having turnover up to 5 crore rupees during the corresponding financial year or contribution up to 50 lakhs rupees have come under liquidation under the said code or the said Act 2008. The said annual return may be signed on behalf of the LLP by interim resolution professional or liquidator or LLP administrator, and no certification by a designated partner shall be required. This is a self-explanatory statement. Further, following provisions shall be also amended. In this provision, Form 29 is merged into Form 28. Now, Form 29 is not required to be filed. As per earlier provision, Form 29 was filed for the following purpose. क्या purpose था उसमें? पहला, notice of the alteration in the certificate of incorporation या registration या फिर alteration in the name and address of any other person authorized to accept service on behalf of the foreign limited liability partnership, or alteration in the principal place of the business of India of the foreign liability partnership and cessation to have a place of business in India. In that case, Form 29 is required to be filed. By this amendment, Form 29 is merged into Form 28. Other amendment, reply to the registrar under Rule 36, Sub-Rule 6 shall be given in the Form 32. Further amendment in the following form: run LLP, Philip, Form 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 31 and 32. And Form 29 shall be omitted. This is the all amendment covered in the LLP amendment rules 2022. Now we see all the amendment in quick review. For a quick review, first important point of the LLP amendment: all the forms of the LLP now become web based, including LLP formation, and 5 designated partners without having dean shall be allowed at the time of the incorporation. One of the important amendment, latitude and longitude is the compulsory to be mentioned in the address block, and PAN 10 of the LLP will be available along with the LLP incorporation, and each and every change in the LLP agreement has to mark in the Form 3 with precise information. Director details can be fetched from DigiLocker database, and contingency liability reporting is now specifically included in Form 8. This is a statement of solvency and annual return, and DAC of all the designated partner will be required at the time of the incorporation of the LLP, as the Form 9 made web-based. Penalty and the compounding of the offences to be reported in Form 11, and place of the maintenance of account place other than registered office of the LLP where service of notice can be made now required to be notified in Form 12, just like a company in Form AOC 5. In LLP, Form 12 is required to be filed where place of the maintenance of account other than the registered office. This is all amendment covered in by the LLP Second Amendment Rule 2022. Thank you so much for watching this update.